Hello there, everyone. It's Osebonsu once again, and today we will be introducing ourselves to Microsoft Excel. Are you looking for a software to key in your data, analyze, visualize, and make meaning out of it in order to present, or for some basic and complex calculations? Then Microsoft Excel is just the software to use. It was designed and developed by Microsoft to handle just that. And for your information, a majority of students and workers alike all around the globe depend on it for their calculations and analysis. And oh boy, a lot of weight it lifts off your shoulders if you know your way around it. And I hope at the end of today's video, you will learn something new and be excited to delve deeper into Microsoft Excel. Well, enough talk, let's get into it. So, for today's lesson in getting to know the basics in Microsoft Excel, I will launch my Excel app. So I'll simply click on it to open. As soon as it opens, you'll be greeted or welcomed by the homepage of your Excel app. So over here, we have the blank workbook, and this is where you can begin your work from scratch. And right next to it, we have what we call the template. And the template is simply an already designed workbook with pre-built in functions and formulas for your easy and quick use. You can always click on more templates to check out other templates in Microsoft Excel. And if these templates are not to your preference or liking, then you can always go online to check out other templates in Microsoft Excel. And over here at the homepage is where your recently opened files in Microsoft Excel do appear. So anytime you open an Excel file, this is where they will appear at the homepage. And you can always pin or unpin these Excel files if you use them frequently, and they appear over here under the pin section. So anytime you pin your Excel file, this is where they will appear. And the shared with me section is where files shared by your friends, your colleagues, or mates do appear for you to access them anytime. And the last thing I would like to address over here at the homepage is the options. And the options is where you can customize your Excel workbook. So if you like your Excel workbook to appear in a way that makes it easier for you to use, then this is where you can do that. So I'll create a short video on that, so kindly look forward to it. So since today's lesson is all about getting to know the basics in Microsoft Excel, then we will leverage on the blank workbook. So I'll simply click on it to launch it. So as soon as you launch or open your blank workbook, you'll be greeted by this page. So this entire screen you see currently is what referred to in Excel as the workbook. And in your workbook, we have the worksheets. And you can add as many sheets as you want in your Excel workbook by simply coming down to this plus sign over here. Then you click on it to add more sheets to your Excel workbook. And if you would like to delete them also, with it selected, you can simply right click on it, then you go to delete. So you right click on it with it selected, then you go to delete. And if you would like to rename it for easy and quick identification, you can simply do that. Or one way to do that is by simply right clicking on it with it selected, then you go to rename, then you type in the name of your choice. So I'll simply type in first and you press enter. So as you can see, it has been renamed. And another way of renaming it is by simply double clicking on it. Then with it highlighted, you type in the name of your choice. So I'll simply name it base. So that's just how you can add, delete, and rename sheets in your Excel workbook. And if you are to move back up to the very topmost part of our Excel workbook, this is where referred to as the title bar. And the title bar contains the quick access toolbar, the file name, and the search bar. And just to talk a little bit about the quick access toolbar, like the name suggests, if you need any tool or any command to work with at a go, you can always locate them here, and you can always add more commands to your quick access toolbar by simply clicking on this drop down button over here. Then as you can see, a list of commands will appear for you to choose from. And if there is a command you are looking for to add to your quick access toolbar but can't find it, there is no need to worry. You can always go to more commands to get access to a whole lot of other commands in your Excel workbook. So that's just about it with the quick access toolbar. And right below your title bar, we have what we call the ribbon. So this entire interface is what referred to as the ribbon. And the ribbon houses the menu tabs. and each menu tab contains its own set of commands or tools for your use in your Excel worksheet. So over here at the home tab, these tabs over here helps you in formatting your text and your data in your Excel worksheet. And each command has also been grouped. So we have the clipboard group, the font group, the alignment group, the number group, and the others. And you can always click on this button over here, which we refer to as the launch button, to get access to other commands in your ribbon. And right below your ribbon at the left hand side, we have what we call the name box. And the name box simply displays the name of a selected cell. So surely you know what a cell is. So anytime you select a cell, the name is displayed over here. And you can change the name of a selected cell by simply clicking over here, and you type in any name you would like to rename the cell to. And just right next to it, we have the formula bar. And the formula bar displays any text you have inputted into your selected cell. So over here, you can make changes, you can make corrections and edits to your data, your text, your functions and formula here in the formula bar. And right below your formula bar, you can see some alphabets A, B, C going. So this is what we refer to as the columns. So these alphabets make up the columns. And right next to the columns, at your left hand side, as you can see some numbers. So these numbers also make up the row. And just at the junction between the columns and row, we have a small box or a small bar over here, which can be used to select your entire worksheets. And if you like to unselect them back, you can always click in any cell. And another way of also selecting your entire sheet is by simply using the shortcut Ctrl+A. As you can see, the entire sheet has been selected again. And if you like to know the end to your columns, you can always use the shortcut key Ctrl plus the right arrow key to see the end. So the end is SFD. That's a whole lot. And if you like to come back to the very first column, you can always use the Ctrl plus the left arrow key or Ctrl plus the home key to come back to the first column. And if you like to do same for the row also, if you like to know the end of your row, you can use the Ctrl plus the down arrow key to see the end of your row. So we have over 1 million rows. That's a whole lot of rows at your disposal. And if you like to go back to the very first row, you can always use the Ctrl plus the up arrow key, or as usual, Ctrl plus the home key to go to the very first row. And if you are to move to the very downmost part of your Excel workbook, we have what we call the status bar. And the status bar also displays whether there is a macro being recorded, there is its accessibility. Then over here also on the status bar, you can get some information whilst working in your Excel worksheet. Let me quickly demonstrate what I mean. So let me type in some few numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the case I want to do just a quick calculation, without inputting in some functions and formulas, all I need to do is to simply select the data. And as you can see, my information, the information I want the sum, it has been displayed. I want the average, that it has been displayed, the count, the minimum, and the maximum. So you can always leverage on the status bar to do some simple basic calculations also. And you can always include or take out some functionalities by simply right clicking on it. Then if you like to take any functionality out, maybe I want to take the minimum and maximum out, I'll simply uncheck them. So as you can see, it has been removed from my status bar. And over here, right next to the information, we have the view of your Excel worksheet. So currently it's set to a normal view. And if you are to move right next to it, we have the page layout. So if you are to select the page layout, so this is how your Excel worksheet looks like. And right next to the page layout, we have the page break. So this is the page break. So this also helps you if you want to print your Excel worksheet. It gives you an idea as to how your worksheet will appear. So if you want to bring it back to a normal view, all you need to do is to simply click on the normal again, and you are back to a normal view. And right next to these view tabs also, we have the zoom slider or the zoom pane. So over here, you can either use to zoom in your worksheet or zoom out. So if you like to zoom in for you to easily see your data, you can always use the plus sign. And if you like to zoom out, you can use the minus sign. And also we have the the vertical and the horizontal scroll bar. And this scroll bar helps you to access data that doesn't entirely fit in your work screen. So if you like to move up or down your worksheet, you can always use the vertical scroll bar. And if you want to move left or right your screen, you can always use the horizontal scroll bar. So let me zoom in a little. Okay, this is okay. So what we mean by a cell is just an intersection between a column and a row. So anytime a column and a row meet, we have what we call the cell. So these rectangular boxes you see over here is what these selected rectangular boxes are what referred to as a cell. So as you can see, anytime I select a cell, the name is being displayed here. So cell B2 means column B, row 2. It is very essential to get these names right because it helps when you are doing cell referencing, and you know that as time goes on. That's just about getting to know the basics in Microsoft Excel. I will entreat you to familiarize yourself with it, play around it, so that anytime you want to use your worksheet, navigating through the various tabs and your sheet will be easier for you. Thank you very much for your time, and see you again in my next video. Well, I believe you have learned something new and are excited to know more about Microsoft Excel and to use it for your calculations and analysis. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, and kindly don't forget to like and subscribe to help this channel grow. Until next time, it's bye.